Brother John. All the way for the lights.
Yep.
Okay.
Once you hear my shoes, know we're live. All right, we will call the Village of Mount Sterling Council meeting for July 27th, 2022 to order with roll call, please.
David?
Here.
Bill?
Here.
Joyce?
Here.
Becky?
Here.
Rob?
Here.
Andy?
Here.
All's present.
Okay, David, you want to lead us in a prayer, please?
Lord, thank you for the day you provided for us, Lord. And Lord, help us make the decisions we need to do for our village tonight, Lord. Give us the wisdom and the confident knowledge that we need, and be with our mayor and council, be with our village tonight, Lord, with your protective hand, be with our law enforcement, and also with our country, Jesus. And also, Jesus, touch our mayor's grandchild with your wonderful healing hand. In Jesus' wonderful name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Turning it off. And I need a motion to approve the meeting minutes from a meeting held on July 11th, 2022, and a special meeting held on July 21st, 2022.
You have that motion?
I'll second.
Okay,
David?
Mhm,
And then Andy?
yes. Roll call?
David?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Okay. Takes us to mayor's reports. I don't have anything tonight other than if you have kids, make sure they wear bike helmets. I'm just going to leave it there. President Pro Tem report. Andy?
Yes, I would like to talk a little bit this evening about the meeting which was held earlier this week with the Fiscal Oversight Board, where it was recommended that we exit fiscal oversight. I can't tell you as I'm sitting here how excited I am at that prospect. It is not done. We're not done yet. There's no victory lap we're doing right now. But it is beginning the long, slow slog to the end. And the end is actually in sight. So in terms of comments this evening, it's not done, but we are so close, friends. And this is a big win for the village. It's taken more than 5 years, countless budgets, negotiations, rejections, and ultimately one approval to get here. There was a lot of pain and hard choices, and I think anyone just about ever anticipated would be the case. But I would ask residents to look at all of the results of this. You actually go out to Ohio Checkbook and look at actually the results of it. It's the open public record. And the budget is where it needs to be. And there are very improved fiscal controls over all assets and dollars and cents in this village. I think a small example of living within your means would be that we haven't had a credit card here in 5 years. Every invoice is looked at by 3 people, minimum of 3 people before it leaves the building. So we are committed to openness and transparency, and those fiscal controls will not be going away. So I would say that this opens the door to opportunity. I think everyone here has heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. We managed to do more with what we have than almost any other community in our size in this state. I challenge anyone to find another village with the same level of openness and commitment to making government work, or what I call being open for business. This absolutely has to continue. This job is not done, and arguably once we get out of fiscal emergency, it's only beginning. So what's our opportunity? It isn't opening the floodgates of spending, I can tell you that, because there will be precious little. But instead, we got to carefully manage what was so hard to rebuild, which, by the way, also means the trust of residents and the partnership of our long-term community stakeholders like the fire department, the community center, the library, churches, all of our other faith-based institutions. Our priorities, as I see them, and council can obviously tell me otherwise, we should be investing where residents will get bang for the buck. That means looking at projects in terms of what's the payoff. We're being open for development and growth like we just saw out in Wingate. but we're also getting a good deal for the village in the process. It means continuing to make hard choices about what are priorities and what Courtney says are nice to haves. Thank you. You can figure that for every fire hydrant or pothole that needs to be fixed, we may not be able to do something else, but we will almost always work through all this. It also means we want a community input about what you want. What do you want to see happen? What do you want to see fixed? Where do you want to see it fixed? Mount Sterling is actually growing. We're getting bigger. We actually got bigger since the last census, not smaller. We're not going away like so many small villages are. So your input is really, really, really important right now as we do projects like our water tower with impact for the next 20, 30, even 50 years. This water tower has lasted 100. So please let us know what you're thinking. I don't know about anybody else in this room or if you're watching on TV, but I'm excited for what's ahead. We have so much opportunity and potential here. With a great community, what gets any better than that? Thank you, Mayor. That's my comments for tonight.
Thank you. No public comment or with visitors. We do have our visitor that comes from time to time. John, good to see you, as always. No executive session. Sheriff's report, did they give you a report? Okay, and that's because we switched our meeting, so apologize. Law director report, do you have anything for me?
I do not.
Misty had planned on Monday and not Wednesday, so she isn't here tonight. Zoning building, anybody have anything for Mr. Hale?
No.
We did get a nice report from him in regards to his cooperation and assistance getting Arbor Homes going and moving, and him and Christy both being very, very helpful to all of those folks. And they have reached out this week and said that they want to have to invite all of council to their model home probably in the next few weeks. They'll let us know. They had their first complete closing. You know, they've sold the properties, but now they had their first complete closing of a home this week, and they actually have another one on Friday, the complete builds. And so they want to do a big to-do and have all of council there. And I think there was a talk of donuts or something.
You know, move-in day is a good day, isn't it?
Yeah, so we will keep you aware of that. So that takes us to our fiscal officer report.
Okay, so I didn't get any concerns or questions from council. Let's see, the reports you guys have in front of you is from July the 1st through the July the 21st. Again, I always like to look at, the payment listings. Obviously this is what's been expended out. And just everything that we've talked about in our committee meetings, such as the spraying of some of the weeds in the area. You'll see, like I said a few meetings ago, there are a few new vendors that you'll probably see on here. Again, that's just for shopping around. As you know, inflation, some of our vendors have gone and increased as everybody else has for freight shipping, supplies, and even just the demand of the supplies. And, one vendor may have it faster than the other. So you will see a lot that are on here that are probably new people. So if anybody has any questions about those, you will see a payment that was made for the pothole project. That's posted on here. And everything else is, like Andy, I'll just be on the coattail of Andy of what he said in regards to the financial commission meeting. It was a good meeting that we had in regards to the budget. The budget, again, as I have stated, is revenues are above budget and expenditures are below. So they were very satisfied with that. And as we truck along, we are only halfway through the financial year. We've got another half to go. And I think the next thing that's going to be discussed in the committee meetings, I do know in August, is everybody's wants versus needs from their committee levels. So that will be a big topic that we will be rolling in for the next probably 3 months, is talking about budget. That will be what the major topic and conversations will be. Okay, so if I don't have any other questions, I would just ask for the motion to approve the appropriation status report the revenue status report, the receipt listing report, payment listing report, the comparison of budget and appropriations, the summary by cash fund report, and the reader report.
You have that motion?
I'll second it.
And that was Joyce and Rob.
Yes, roll call?
Bill?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
And David?
Yes.
And I will circulate these two documents around for the capture of your signatures.
Okay, thank you. Finance, Andy.
Only one comment. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Courtney Bricker for 5 years' worth of work. When you see the level of trust that she has been able to build with our colleagues at the state, it is nothing short of impressive. So thank you for all that you have done as we get ourselves pointed out of fiscal emergency.
It was a good meeting.
It was a solid meeting, yeah.
Waited for that day.
Congratulations. Yes.
Pleasant Township, David.
We meet Monday at 7 o'clock, so we'll have a meeting then.
Okay. Squad, Rob.
We meet the second, we've already met this month, but we meet the second Wednesdays of each month at 8 p.m., so I have nothing new to report.
Okay, thank you. Fire, Bill.
Have not met this month. We meet tomorrow, so I have nothing to report.
Water, wastewater, Becky.
Nothing new since our last meeting. We will be meeting again Wednesday, August the 3rd at 2:30.
Alrighty. Streets, Andy.
Yes, we continue to, as Courtney's mentioned, deal with the bills that come in from the pothole repair. We're looking at what's going to happen in the fall. Also, we made a recommendation to council to spend some money fixing a void around one of the manhole covers and slash sewer grates on Cliffview. Ultimately, it's going to have to be replaced. We want to avoid any kind of street collapse, and so as a result, may I make that motion now, or what would you like me to do with it? That would be to the quote from AJ.
Well, I would prefer to get another one because finance hasn't talked about that.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I would really wait until our next council meeting.
All right.
It's not been brought to finance.
Okay, all right, fair enough. We will be bringing a street repair of some kind because it needs to be dealt with. It's on Cliffview, and that has to be taken care of. And we would prefer to do it sooner rather than later because of the significant potential for a void that's around the hatch itself. So, other than that, our next streets meeting will be Wednesday the 1st. That's already next week at 8 a.m.
Is Wednesday the 1st or the 3rd?
The third.
Third.
Is it the 3rd? I'm sorry, the 3rd, sorry.
Wednesday the 3rd
Oh, he was just
at
talking.
8.
I was looking at 1
8 a.m.
8 a.m., yes, thank you. Wednesday the 3rd at 8 a.m., thank you.
Okay. Parks and Rec, Becky.
Nothing new since the last meeting. We'll be meeting again Wednesday, August 3rd at 7 o'clock. We do have our movie night this Saturday, the 30th at dusk, which is right around 9 o'clock. We will have some games, squirt guns, and other fun little ribbons and things for the kids to swirl around, starting at 8. So come out, bring your families, or come just as a couple or by yourself. It's a good time. Bring your lawn chairs and/or blankets, and we'll have some fun.
Maybe some skeeter spray. I started noticing them
Yeah.
coming out.
Oh, they're bad.
That's a must.
Yeah. Also, we have the 3 baskets that we had at Summer Jam. We're going to try to draw for those on Friday. So if you haven't bought your tickets, they're $1 a piece, 6 for $5, and we'll draw Friday evening. So there's some pretty nice baskets. You can still get some life out of them. Never thought about taking that last basket down to the park
To the
on
movie
Saturday.
night. Yeah, you
Maybe we
probably
could-
should do that.
Yeah.
And draw that night.
Okay, I take that back. We'll draw on Monday. How's that?
There you go.
Yeah, we'll let Becky, see if she can drum up some more dollars for it, for the cause, for the park. Okay, that takes us to record and retention. Andy?
Not much to report. We met on the 15th. We will be meeting, let me make sure that I get this right, on Friday the 5th. How about that? At 8 a.m. We processed some records, which you can see right here. We continue to go through the building, so more work to be done.
Okay. Nuisance abatement, Joyce?
Thank you. We met on the 13th, and I believe everyone on the committee was in attendance. We talked about previous tags, current tags, new tags, our focus right now, since we have most of the mowing and the noxious weeds situations pretty much mostly under control, we're going to move forward with some other issues that we're having within the village. I was able to do some drive-arounds, and I have found a total so far of 18 that we need to reach out to. I know some of them are already on the list, but we need to maybe follow up with them again. So I have talked with Courtney, and she has been kind enough to offer to come in this week and make those calls with me there. I was able also to meet with Jack Dill and Courtney in regards to going forward with tags, and he was very gracious. We're not changing anything other than the contact that he'll be dealing with will be me instead of Courtney for now. That's always subject to change, but our next meeting is also on August 3rd at 6 o'clock. And I expect it to be a good meeting as far as getting some more things done and getting some good reports. So again, I want to always thank my committee for their hard and diligent work. And, you know, you mean a lot to the village, and I certainly enjoy having all of you on the committee with us.
All right, thank you. Let's see, Safety Block Watch, Bill.
Nothing new to report.
Okey-doke. Planning and zoning, Andy.
Only one variance we approved last meeting, because last night's meeting was canceled. We will be meeting 2 weeks from last night, if I remember right. Look for a website update just to confirm. Otherwise, nothing else to report.
Okay, that takes us to ordinances and resolutions. Ms. Brooker?
Okay. The first ordinance is ordinance 2022-11, an ordinance signifying and certifying the Madison County Sheriff's Office on behalf of In the Village as substantially dedicated to the frontline work of COVID-19 and declaring this as an emergency. So what this means is we are reclassifying COVID monies and reclassifying that to the frontline workers. That was a expected expense. It was a certified expense. And we will be processing this as an emergency so that I can send this ordinance to our grants people, and they can go ahead and allow us to reclassify that. So there's no exchange or reallocating or adjusting monies. This is just on the bookkeeping side of it, and this is just a reclassification. And this would be a motion to suspend the rules.
So is there a motion, do I have a motion to
Yeah, that
suspend?
motion.
Okay.
I'll second it.
David?
Rob?
Rob, yes.
Okay, Joyce,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
and Bill.
Yes.
Okay, now I need a motion to place this on the first, second, and third readings.
You have that motion?
I'll second it as well.
Joyce, Rob,
Yes, roll call?
Becky,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
and Joyce.
Yes.
Now I need a motion for passage of ordinance 2022-11.
You have that motion?
Okay, is there a second?
Second it as well.
David, Rob,
Roll call?
Rob,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
and Becky.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2022-11 is passed.
Okay,
Okay, the next one is ordinance 2022-12, an ordinance authorizing the mayor or her designee to hire Thomas Byrne as village administrator for the village of Mount Sterling of Madison County and declaring this as an emergency.
You have that motion?
I'll second.
yes, the motion will be to suspend the rules. Roll call?
I'm sorry, Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce and
Bill? Okay.
Bill, yes, sorry.
All right, Andy,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Becky,
No.
Rob?
No.
Suspension of the rules did not pass.
Okay, so we will be placing this on the first reading. Do I have a motion to place this on the first reading?
Yes, you do.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
So
Joyce, Bill?
Joyce and Bill. Roll call, please.
Okay, David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Becky,
No.
Rob,
No.
and Andy.
Yes.
Okay,
Placement is approved on the first reading.
okay. I would like to ask council if they would be willing to come in on Thursday and Friday for a quick meeting to go ahead and pass this ordinance. So is there anyone unavailable?
As long as it's in the morning.
Yeah, the morning would be the best for me too.
No big
We have to
deal.
wait 24 hours, don't we?
12 hours.
Morning's not good for me.
24, yeah.
Morning's not good for me. And
I can't do it.
my
tomorrow.
can
Okay.
I have discussion?
I can only available in the morning or afternoon.
Yeah, since we're discussing that, we had made plans to go out of town,
Okay,
and we have canceled those plans,
okay,
but it is better for us to do it in the morning so we can still have some semblance of day vacation, if you will.
okay,
So that's where I am. I would like to see it in the morning
okay,
or early afternoon.
okay. And,
That's my discussion, I guess, would be, if we're taking it off an emergency, obviously, the numbers called for that. Why are we trying to rush it through Thursday and Friday?
just trying to get some help for our guys out there. So, I will have Courtney send out, an email to everybody asking about dates that are available for everyone. Yes,
Special council meeting require 24 hours.
that's what I said, 24 hours. But we're gonna, she's gonna send out an invitation or an email, seeing when we can meet again to go and do those. Oh, all right.
Okay.
That takes us to roundtable. Does anybody have anything this evening?
I do want to bring up, I had some guests come and look at the monument, and, again, it always gets great view, all the beautiful flowers they liked real well, and I want to compliment all the hard work, especially Jeff, he waters them every day, and just all that, and it just looks so good, and people's really liking it.
Anyone else?
When we say 24 hours, where did you get your information, please? Is that in Rules of Council? Because I didn't see it in Rules of Council.
ORC.
ORC, okay,
Revised code.
okay.
I did receive something from Lieutenant Governor Houston's office in regards to Home Energy Assistance Summer Crisis Program. If you know anybody that is in need of like fans and air conditioners and stuff, I believe the fire department, who's fire? Bill?
Bill.
Do you know if they still have fans over there to give out to residents?
I've never heard him speak of them.
Okay, I know I gave him a couple, but anyway, if you know of anybody that needs assistance with, I guess, energy bills or whatever, go to the development.ohio.gov/individual/energy-assistance/apply now energy assistant programs. Or just reach out to me or Misty and we can give you that information. What else was there? I think that's all I have.
Can I revisit the meeting?
Yes.
So if we have to have 24 hours, I respect that. Why can't we just, instead of emails, and I know you're gonna send out an email anyway, but we're all here. Why don't we decide to just do it Friday and Monday then? Can I make that motion? I would like to make a motion that we have our next council meeting Friday morning at 8 AM and Monday morning at 8 AM.
I agree with your motion.
Is that
Be it
better?
either one.
Does that need to be a motion?
It doesn't need to be, but you place the motion and you second it.
Okay?
So that was Joyce and David?
Yep.
Okay, David?
call.
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
No.
Rob?
No, I can't.
And Andy?
Yes.
Now, I'd like to make a comment. I think it's very short-sighted and disrespectful. There are some of us who still work and have jobs during the day. And for a motion like this trying to get pushed through, and then the disrespect of trying to put it when some of us have to work is mind-boggling to me. So,
I would like to add to that, if you're finished. I work every morning at 9 o'clock, and I have taken this week off, and because it was canceled for Monday, Mick and I have given up our vacation that we had planned. So I think it would be rude for anyone to think that anyone is targeting anyone or being rude. I think it's
we
a matter
work.
of, we have a candidate, the majority has spoken. I don't see why we can't move forward.
Okay. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
this is how council's gonna go now, Marcy? We've never done this before.